Have you seen the recent Lautech leaked tape? If you haven't seen it, watch out for that gist towards the end of this video, so you should keep watching. But before that, welcome to Unplug, brought to you by every NG. And of course, this is where we give you all the updates on everything that is happening around you and even outside the country. We have entertainment, gist, music, movies, sports, reality TV, global news, everything for you here. So you should definitely check out our other videos because we have a whole lineup for you. My name is Judith, and as usual, I always have something big to tell you about before I get on with the updates. And this time around, it's about another kidnapping. Now, we'll tell you the story later on in the show, but first, let's go into entertainment. And who is first? Kid Wire. Now, Kid Wire is in the news for something good this time, thank God. This is actually another international deal that he got recently, and it's with a male fashion brand, Boohoo Man. Kid Wire announced this deal, excited, as in he was so excited, he's like, oh my God, we're going global. He posted the video, and please, I just want to ask one question. What is it with Kid Wire and coming out of cars? I can count like 20 pictures where Kid Wire is coming out of the car. He's always coming out of the car. Is he trying to tell us something? Who knows? But then again, we have another BB Niger housemate in the stories, and it's Nengi. Now, recall that some 2 weeks ago, Nengi and Davido had a little issue. They didn't say much about it, but they unfollowed each other on social media, Instagram, and people were like, oh my God, what went wrong? Was it the Jowo video? What exactly happened? But then again, days after, they followed themselves back, and Nengi hasn't really said much about it, except that yesterday she posted, pictures and excerpts from the video. She's like, just telling you guys that I enjoyed being on this video. I don't think there's any beef. That kind of subtle message when people are sending subtle messages. So yes, Nengi posted her Jowo video and linked it, and people were like, okay, maybe they mistakenly unfollowed each other. Who knows? Nobody. Now let's talk more on entertainment when I bring in this Bobrisky and Nkechi Blessing story. This one, you need to balance. You need to sit down very well because it is messy. When I say messy, it is messy. And all this started because of what? Tattoo. So now remember that Bobrisky had like 12 fans who drew tattoo of her, and she was giving money there, gifts there, and then a fan now decided, let me try this with Nkechi Blessing, but it didn't end so well. And then Bobrisky took the opportunity to take a jab or two at Nkechi Blessing, and that was how the fight started. Small tattoo. That's how the fight started. And these two ladies have been going on and on with the insults. They've been leaking chats, exposing people. They even tried to drag more fights. That is like, yes, stop there, please. Leave me out of this fight. I'm not interested in this. So the two ladies have been going on, and it's just a whole lot. It's really messy. And Nkechi Blessing was like, okay, Bobrisky, I know you've been waiting for this fight since 2019. Or yeah, bring yourself now. Let us jigga it. Let's tear ourselves. And that was what the two ladies proceeded to do in their comments on their social media. It's a lot. Trust me, it's a whole lot. But anyway, still in entertainment, Davido has something to tell his fans, kind of like an inspiration, I assume. And this was when he said that his dad used to work in fast food joints in America. I'm like, these are delicate money. What are you trying to say? Because first, before that, he mentioned that there were times when he didn't have money, and people were like, hey, stop it. Who are you lying to? You not have money. But he meant that personal money, the 30 BG that he has been clamoring about. He didn't have that kind of money, and he actually struggled in his career. Understandable, but people did not want to hear, I did not have money. Say you did not have your personal money, but you had your delicate money behind you. And then he proceeded to say that there are times where his dad had to work at fast food joints just to make ends meet. So this is just inspirational. You can start from grass and move on to grace. Of course, that's what Davido is trying to tell you with this one. Okay, so moving on, we have Don Davis and his family in the stories as well. Now remember that when she was in the middle of that situation with the Deeper Life School and the church members, some lady came on Facebook and accused her of snatching a husband. Now, the man that she's currently married to, that's Deborah Okeze, who is Don Davis's mom, was allegedly snatched, I beg your pardon, according to the lady. So, this lady made claims and said all whatnot, even tagged the person whose husband was snatched, saying, look, oh, God is fighting your battle, it's just the boy I pity. Now, weeks after that happened, Deborah Okeze made a post and told the lady to mind herself because she has her secrets hidden somewhere, and if she doesn't want to be dragged, she should just follow the court order and leave her and her family alone. Well, the great thing about that post was the fact that the man in question came to support Deborah and said that he would stand by leaving his ex-wife even in death. Like, he does not regret the decision to leave his ex-wife, and he doesn't know what the woman is going on about, talking about snatching, but he made that decision in his right mind and he does not regret it for one day. So yeah, and people were really commending the man, like, oh my god, you know, you're supporting your wife in public, men like this are scarce, and yada yada yada. But anyway, it was really amazing. And this is actually the first time most people are seeing Don Davis's dad. This is the first time he has made an appearance in the whole situation that has panned out in his family. So yeah, people were really happy that he did that. Now next up is our darling Toke star, aka Toke Makinwa. And this one, when I saw it, I'm like, what? So Toke Makinwa actually shot her shot at Drake. I'm telling you. She was like, at Champagne Papi, this is what you're missing? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I say, wait, is it Drake? As in God's plan Drake? TM, what's going on here? Like, how did we get to this point? She really posted it on her Insta story and she tagged him, oh, this one is not even subtle shooting. She's like, Champagne Papi, this is what you're missing. I'm like, I mean, what God cannot do does not exist, so we're praying for you, sis. Alright, let's move on from that to a very wacky story, something that happened in South Africa, but this one I just had to bring it here for you. So this man actually demolished a house that he built for his girlfriend after they broke up. I'm like, excuse me, sir. Hello, don't you know about rent? Don't you know about selling it off? So, you know, he built this house. He even furnished it, like tastefully furnished the house. And as soon as this girl said, look, I can't be with a man like you. Maybe she didn't know about the house. So she was like, I can't be with a man like you. And the man was like, okay, no problem. And he brought trailer and they demolished the entire building. Like, looking at this house, it looks like a beautiful structure. So I'm just like, my head is paining me. My head is paining me. Why did you have to demolish this house exactly? But anyway, his money, his choice, his decisions, whatever he wanted to do, he did it. Now, remember that sex tape, yes, that I mentioned initially. My God. So, Lautech is in the news again. Now, last time we had Lautech in the news was for something similar, but this time around, it's a lecturer and a student allegedly. Now, this video has made rounds on social media and people are like, wow, what exactly is going on here? Like, the person who was recording the video was so meticulous. Started from the door, went in. If you've seen this video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And people are just like, is there something about this school? Is it the school? Is it the... What exactly? Why is this school always in the news for something like this? God no go shame us. So yeah, Lautech out of the news. That one was really let's not even delve into it deeper than we have. Now, remember that I told you that our story for the day is something about kidnapping. But before I go into that, the president has ruled out any form of amnesty for bandits and terrorists in the country, because recall that some people, Sheikh Gumi and even the governor of Zamfara State, were kind of clamoring for amnesty for these bandits because according to them, they were fighting for a cause, right? Now, one thing that is even funny about this story is just less than 24 hours after the president made that statement, 300 girls were abducted from Zamfara by bandits. Now, I don't know what to make of this situation, seeing that the boys that were abducted in Niger are yet to be released. Now, we're having conversations with the bandits, not we, because I wasn't involved, but, you know, people were talking with the bandits, dialoguing with them, trying to see how we can release these boys. And while we are in the middle of getting these boys released, 300 girls are being abducted. What is the way forward in this country? People are asking. People's children are no longer safe in school. Do we close down schools? Do we stop boarding house facilities? What exactly is the way forward? Because we cannot allow children to keep being abducted, going into God knows where. They are in unsafe hands. Like, it's just a whole lot. And of course, I cannot imagine how the parents of these children are feeling right now. We pray that they're in safe places. We pray that they are okay, because it's just a whole lot to deal with. Honestly, it's a whole lot to deal with. Now let's move on to our international story for the day, and this one, I'm gonna shade somebody's country. If it's your country, just carry your shade and go home. Now, Americans are debating a $15 per hour minimum wage. And, you know, while some people are like, okay, this is a good idea because more people will get more money, even the lowest grade of workers will get more money, better standard of living, But at the same time, it can lead to loss of jobs for some other people, you know, because what about companies that cannot afford to pay $15 per hour? And this is actually a long shot from the average federal minimum wage, which is $7.25. While this is varying for different states, some states pay higher, some relatively lower. People are clamoring for $15 per hour. Now, what is your minimum wage? I'm just asking you. Just asking. But yeah, this is really something that has been, you know, in the debate. The president wants it to go through, but of course he cannot make that decision alone. So while some lawmakers are in support, others are just like, I don't think it's a good idea at this point. So yeah, that's what's happening in America. So now let's move on to some sports, and Arsenal is in the news. Good news this time around, thankfully, after they won Benfica in an aggregate of 4-3. And guess who was the star of the show? Of course, Nigerian-born Saka. This was at the Europa League, and Arsenal fans couldn't be happier. They've been excited, jumping around, the ones that we have around us smiling up and down. So yeah, congratulations to Arsenal on that one. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Unplug. I had so much fun giving you the updates, and I hope that you enjoyed these updates as well. So if you did, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, and you know, share with your friends because they deserve the love, right? And until next time, this is brought to you by Every NG. Bye.